The United Kingdom is now banning prominent leftists from entering the country. Yesterday, both Hasan Piker as well as his uncle Cenk Uygur realized that they were banned from entering the United Kingdom by the Labour Party. We learned of this information yesterday when both creators came out with statements basically saying, hey, our visas have been revoked, we cannot enter the country, and supporters and haters online have been having mixed reactions. But the craziest part about this whole thing is that according to both Cenk and Hasan, the UK revoked their visas because of their outspoken stance on Israel.
Israel is a fascist country, and it gets to enforce its bidding upon other countries. And in an effort to abide by the wishes of a foreign country like Israel, the Western liberal democracies that are supposed to protect and preserve speech, even if they don't have a First Amendment like we do here in the United States of America, they're supposed to have reason, like good reason. This is not one of them.
What's even crazier is that Cenk Uygur actually learned of the ban while at the gate to get on his plane to the UK, where he broke the news online saying, I've been banned from the UK. I tried to get on a flight to London to attend South by Southwest London and give a speech at Oxford. I've been banned for criticizing Israel. Are we free anymore? This is oppression of Western citizens by our own governments on behalf of a different country. Insane. And may I just say, any advice to the UK next time you want to ban a prominent leftist creator from entering your country, don't have them go through TSA and airport security and the drop-off and the gate and all this stuff for them to finally get to the boarding phase just to tell them to fuck off. Like, I feel like that's cruel and unusual punishment. After learning this information, Cenk Uygur then released a short video basically breaking down the ban. Let's take a look.
Who can you not criticize? You can't criticize the king, right? That's the gravest offense. But apparently I can criticize the king. I can criticize the UK. I just can't criticize the actual king, Israel. Wait, is that anti-Semitic? But you just did it. You just did it. Are you going to say that it's anti-Semitic to report the thing you just did, banning me because the most powerful thing in the UK apparently is Israel, because that's the one thing you can't criticize, just like in the old days when you couldn't criticize the king.
But he is not done yet. Cenk Uygur writes on Twitter, the British government is saying they're banning me because I am a serious risk to the public order due to my criticism of Israel. They say that my charge that Israel controls the American government through donations to 94% of Congress, while factual, is anti-Semitic nonetheless. Don't know if facts will soon be banned in Britain. I didn't get banned for criticizing the UK, but for criticizing Israel. They broke the irony record by saying it was because I said Israel might control other governments. I wonder if they're going to ban themselves. Think about it. If I had said that the Israeli government controls the British government so thoroughly that they'll ban someone from coming to the UK just for criticizing Israel, they would have said that that was an anti-Semitic statement. This is absolutely Kafkaesque. Hasan then retweeting Cenk saying, the UK revoked my visa as well, all at the behest of Israel. The West is betraying liberal values for genocidal fascist foreign government. Soon we will all become Israel. Hasan then went on to his stream to talk a little bit about the ban, breaking the news to his live stream there. Take a look.
Left-wing YouTube pundit Cenk Uygur banned from entering the UK. Yeah, it's... Okay, well, I didn't want to talk about it, but my visa has also been revoked. We just found out. Yes, I will not be going as it stands currently. I don't believe that I'll be able to go to the United Kingdom this upcoming week. I was supposed to do something with Yanis Varoufakis, do something with Zach Polanski, do something with Jeremy Corbyn, do something at the Oxford Union. And now the Labour government has revoked our visas.
So not only were Cenk and Piker planning multiple events, including speaking at South by Southwest, but also meeting with prominent UK politicians like Jeremy Corbyn, who is a literal member of parliament. And this isn't the first time that the UK has crushed down on pro-Palestinian, anti-Israel action, right? The UK claims to have free speech, yet they have a history of arresting hundreds of protesters opposing the genocide in Gaza. Because under UK law, this organization, Palestine Action, which opposes genocide, is a terrorist organization. So, yeah, bastion of free speech, the UK is not. Hasan continues to talk about the travel ban and then talks a little bit about the hypocrisy of allowing someone like Nick Shirley to travel while he cannot.
Nick Shirley can go, though, of course, because Nick Shirley is a dog for the fascist state. That fascism is here, right? Like the administration trying to deploy subpoenas against political dissidents in the United States of America. Or the UK that's like completely captive to the interests of pro-Israel advocacy organizations. Like they are moving in a way, and this is the liberal government, right? The Labour government is supposed to be the liberal government doing this. and the American government is the right-wing government doing it. Like we are in the 1930s era where I think that the administrations in both the UK and the United States of America, regardless of like their supposed ideological differences, are absolutely moving as a uniparty, and things are going to get even worse from here on out.
What makes this all extra fucking bizarre and insane on the part of the UK government is that just last year, Hasan was also back in the UK, right? He gave a speech at Oxford Union, one of the most prestigious and respected universities in the country, and some of what he had to say there is really, really poignant and jumps out quite a bit, especially right now after this ban.
Anti-Semitism is a canary in the coal mine of fascism. It's one of the oldest bigotries that has caused those of the Jewish faith a tremendous amount of pain. From pogroms to the Holocaust, Jews have always been singled out by those in power as a scapegoat for instability and economic volatility people in power cause. A resilient, nascent anti-Semitism is a constant threat, especially as economic instability makes those in power seek out old targets. They're not very creative, usually. They just always rehash the same propaganda over and over again. This is precisely the reason why I am terrified of the conflation of anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism. The conflation is dangerous. Valid criticisms against the state, especially as all of the violence is unfolding, and everyone can see it, valid criticisms against the state committing these atrocities and tying it back to Judaism is a cynical ploy to stop all matter of conversation is truly terrifying.
And that is exactly bar for bar what the UK is doing to Hasan and Cenk right now. They are conflating anti-Zionism with anti-Semitism, which is a dangerous conflation that causes actual bigotry to fester, right? Zionism is a fascist ideology, and linking that to a specific religion when the vast majority of Zionists are actually evangelical Protestants or Catholics here in the United States, but tying that to Judaism is very dangerous. And Hasan is literally just saying that right here, and that's what the UK government did.
Where I warned the Western governments, and I warned those who were worried about anti-Semitism that this dangerous association between anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism, this conflation between Judaism and Zionism, was going to create an environment where anti-Semitism would manifest.
This kind of behavior from a Western government is inexcusable, right? Silencing the voices of pro-Palestinian, anti-Israel advocates only furthers the existing structure of protecting Israel and their genocide against the Palestinians. It is just despicable, ugly behavior, and it must be protested and acted against, right? And even Hasan pointed out this irony, saying, ironic, because a year ago I delivered a speech to Oxford Union about the dangers of conflating Judaism and Zionism and how it foments this anti-Semitism. Since then, the government has arrested pensioners for protesting against Israel and let IOF war criminals roam free. Yeah, it's absurd, right? It's so bizarre. It's so like, oh, you know, you throw your like, what the hell? And I want to pull up this tweet here from Fox News to show something important about this ban, right? Some online are saying that Hasan Piker is anti-Semitic for blaming the ban on his advocacy against Israel. It's anti-Semitic, all of this. Fox is saying that here, right? But what's extra funny is them literally proving Hasan correct, that a member of parliament, along with Jewish groups that do have links to Israel, are the ones who made the ban happen. So the tweet says, Hasan Piker gets denied entry into the UK over alleged anti-Semitism, then immediately blames Israel advocacy organizations for wielding unbelievable amounts of power over British policy. The streamer's response to the ban landed on classic anti-Semitic trope about Jewish influence, even as he insisted he harbors no anti-Semitism. British Jewish groups and a Labour MP had urged the government to block his visit, citing his comments about Hamas, Hezbollah, and his claim that the US deserved 9/11. This is a very old clip by now. If you haven't heard of it, you might be living under a rock, but I would go and check it out because there's a lot of context missing there. But beside the point, many online are just talking about this case, echoing the point that the UK just proved Hasan correct in this moment, right? One user saying, this is such a wild violation of free speech and a tacit admission that Israel has outsized influence on the West, ironically proving Hasan correct. Just another example of suppression of speech on the left. We have been seeing this more and more across the board, including here at US Democratic Socialists. So if you made it this far into the video, be sure to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, comment, do all that good stuff down below, and especially have a great day. But I think that's going to do it for me. I'm Iago Lashua. Goodbye.